In today's Rainy Day adventure, Rein and I explore the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York. We set out on a fire tower challenge and explore remnants of hamlets that were cleared and submerged to create Papacton Reservoir, which is among 4 reservoirs that supply drinking water to New York City. About 24 fire towers were built atop the tallest mountains in the Catskills between 1908 and 1950 as lookouts for forest fires. By the 1970s, they were abandoned as airplanes proved more effective at detecting fires. Today, 6 towers remain. In our limited travel window, Rein and I only managed to scale 2 of them, Overlook Mountain Fire Tower in Woodstock, New York, and Red Hill Fire Tower in Denning, New York. But this is probably the most level section we've had so far.
I know. The people coming the other way said it leveled out, so...
Yeah, this seems to be the leveling.
Close to that.
Either that is wishful thinking on our part.
Yeah, I know. So we're going up to the fire tower, the Overlook Mountain Fire Tower, and there is supposed to be amazing views.
That's what we're told. There. And we're told there's a little lookout beyond the fire tower with a great view of Ashokan Reservoir, which is one of the reservoirs that supplies water to New York City. So that should be interesting.
Awesome.
We'll see what it looks like.
We're excited.
Just before reaching the summit of Overlook Mountain, rising up from the ground are the looming concrete remains of Overlook Mountain House, a hotel that fell victim to multiple fires after its original construction in 1833. It is a haunting and fascinating sight, a structure in a perpetual battle with time and nature. This is pretty exciting because we're in the home stretch. We have been going at it for almost 2 hours and hiked just about 2 miles, maybe a smidge more.
A lot uphill.
A lot uphill, like exhaustingly uphill, but now it's the sort of the icing on the cake. We have reached the fire tower.
Yes, we've made it.
Yeah, and this is, we're going to swing this camera around in a second so you can see just how amazing this is, and the view is going to be spectacular because it's a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Look at that fire tower. Are you ready to scale it?
I'm ready. Let's go climb some stairs.
That is the Ashokan Reservoir. Ready to do tower number 2?
Tower number 2.
Tower number 2.
We're ready. What are we doing? Red Hill Trail.
Red Hill Trail.
This might be, I think it's supposed to be steeper than yesterday, but it's about the same time and mileage is a little less.
About
like
a mile and a half each way.
Yeah. So we're going to go check out some new towers today.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
angle number from the compass, so it would slide and so it would balsam, and then you would do what's called a triangulation. It's not raining. That's good too.
No kidding.
So do you guys know the Catskill Mountains at all? Where are you from?
I'm from Oklahoma, so this is all new.
Yeah, it's a little
New to me.
less flat.
A little different.
So for today's adventure, we are going down to Pipacton Reservoir, which is extremely low in water level right now because of the extended drought. And we're going to see if we can find a lost village, which like back in the 40s, was it, that they cleared out to create the reservoir, which supplies New York City.
So they flooded the village and it became New York City's drinking water, right?
Correct.
And so we're totally kind of off-gridding this adventure, and we just pulled over in a spot on the road and are walking down to see how close we can get to where the reservoir is now with the water level so low.
We're going to try not to slosh our way down there because it's getting really muddy here.
Yep.
So,
this is the first time we've used the GoPro in the rain, so.
I know. You see the water droplets on the lens? That's
I know. I
proof.
wonder if it's on the video, but.
All right.
All right. Well, it looks like we got to do a little bit of bushwhacking, so.
Let's see what we find. Here we go.
Let's go.
It's a real sloppy day, so we're doing the best that we can here, trudging through mud.
It's the rainy day adventures.
We wouldn't have it any other way. So this is an area that normally is completely submerged. And I'm trying to determine, oh, this is all mud. But you know what? No. So
yeah, this is actually, oh my God.
These are remnants of an old highway.
Wow.
And I think there was a bridge here. So this is part of a village that was basically evacuated or cleared to make way for the reservoir. And this is normally completely underwater. I mean, you can see how rusty. I mean, look how rusty.
See the rebar coming out.
Yeah.
Wild. Would have been water going under here even.
Yeah, this was all cleared out. I want to say it was in the 1940s.
Cool.
And if we're lucky, we may see other remnants of the community. We may see foundations of homes. I remember as a kid back in the 70s, the last time there was a major drought, we could see the frame of a church. We could see headstones.
Wow.
It was kind of creepy.
This is obviously a pipe, maybe a water pipe of some kind, and there's more of it over here that's kind of broken off. And I think this might be a telephone pole. It doesn't really look like tree bark. I mean, you know, it's made out of a tree, but I think that might be a telephone pole. And then we're seeing some metal and concrete structures.
Could have been part of the highway support.
Yeah. With the all rusted out. And we're trying to find if there's any like houses or anything that we can find remnants of. over here. So we're kind of farther away from the highway now. What was the highway?
This looks like a foundation of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it cracked obviously, but it's a huge slab.
And it extends into the
all way
reservoir.
into the water. Yep. So I think we're going to stumble upon some more of these sort of things.
A lot of shale there. Like, I wonder if that was part of some kind of a wall. Do you see?
Oh yeah, maybe so.
This could have been some kind of a retention wall, or who knows. So interestingly enough, there's a tire.
I think
And
that's
there's a
too
tire.
modern. Those are too modern.
You know what that is? That's pollution.
Yeah.
That's just basic pollution. Okay, Rein, what do we have here?
So we have another tire. We think this one might be a little older.
It's really rusty.
The markings on it say U.S. Royal Fleetway. So we can look that up and see if that's a possible relic or if it's more garbage. But it's definitely older. It's
Well, and you can
out.
see this
And the
tire.
treads, the tread is all...
Yeah, and there's a huge gash in it there. But
Yeah.
it does look like an older style tire.
Yeah, much older than the other ones we're seeing that are like...
Yeah. There's no saying just because there's rust doesn't mean this thing wasn't dumped, just 10 years ago. So that we can't be certain of that.
Yeah. I have no idea what this really was, but there's old piping right there that's like all rusted out now on top of this concrete structure of some kind, and the piping's here too. I almost wonder if this was like a fireplace.
Could have been. Could have been. So we're suddenly finding like a whole field of brick debris. I mean, this is probably the most intact one I've seen.
Yeah.
But over here, they scatter kind of across a wide area. And here's like metal. I'm seeing like remnants of probably some kind of a foundation. Some more here.
Oh yeah, there's...
Okay.
Oh no, that was anticlimactic. Got a little skip.
Our time in the Catskills was too short to accomplish all that we set out to do. So rest assured, we will return for a future rainy day adventure. Perhaps we can tackle all 6 fire towers in the fall when the mountains are ablaze with spectacular foliage.